Hello, am I audible now?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine then. Okay, inform all to join now. I'm just waiting now. Let's wait for some time so that everyone can join. Hello, am I audible now? Okay,
Yes,
inform all
sir.
to join now. Inform everyone to join. So let's start again then. So good morning, all of you. This is a class of Professional Elective 3, and it is your rural water supply and one-site sanitation system. And we are discussing about the last module, and which is all about your solid waste management. Correct? So till now we have discussed about different types of waste based on the origin of waste, or you can say based on characteristics. Okay. Even in the last class we have discussed a certain technique that can be adopted by individual household for minimizing the waste, especially the garbage, or you can say the biodegradable waste. That is your composting, right? So using the composting method, uh, we can minimize the biodegradable waste. Okay. And in today class we're going to discuss about landfill. Fine. So landfill is one of the most renowned, or you can say uh, useful technique that can be used, uh, and even it is now uses by developing countries for the solid waste management. Fine. Although there are some disadvantages also, we're going to also discuss about what are the disadvantages of landfill. Anyway, so landfill also act as a very effective technique to minimize the weight of the waste from the earth. Fine. But before going for the landfill, one should go for uh, try one should go for trying different approach for minimizing the waste, like reuse or reduce. It may be composting or biogas generation or any other thing. Okay, that means I just want to say that the landfill is should be the last option. Okay, that means whatever waste you are placing or whatever waste you are using for landfill, that particular waste must be of no use. If there is some use, you can go for the particular use. Okay, by doing that we can minimize the load of the waste even in the landfill. Okay, so let me share my screen. My screen is visible to you. Is it visible or not? I guess it's
Yes,
visible.
sir.
Okay, so I think we are discussing about landfill, so yeah, let's draw again. So solid waste disposal may be of two types. One is your open disposal, which can be done above the ground. Another one is your below the ground, that is beneath the soil. It is your basically landfill. This is the landfill because we are filling the waste underneath the soil, and we have to cover the soil even from the top, from the bottom. It's also okay, to prevent the contact between the waste which are inside the landfill with the surrounding soil or surrounding atmosphere. Okay, why we need to confine this solid waste, we're going to discuss, okay, in next section. Anyway, so this is all about landfill. That means whenever a waste is filled under the soil, it's basically known as landfill. And most of the developing countries are using this, and it is kind of very crucial work for design. You have to design this landfill so well. Okay, if the design is not well, it will cause very dangerous situation for the groundwater, even for the atmosphere. Okay, that means it can pollute the subsoil or groundwater, even the atmosphere. Fine. Okay, so let's go to that notes then. So basically, in a basic definition of landfill, so the landfill, I'll show you the diagram first. You can see the diagram. So when you Google it, you will find different type of drawing. It is a very simplest form of drawing. So this is a general ground surface. Okay, from this general ground surface, this uh, amount of soil is taken out, and a container type of structure is formed. This black color border is basically known as line surface. Okay, fine. So it is basically used to prevent the contact between the waste which are actually filled inside the landfill structure and the atmosphere. Fine. So this is the waste. Here you can see even from the top also this liner is provided. Okay. And here you can see two uh, pipes are inserted here. This horizontal pipe and one is a vertical pipe is inserted here. This vertical pipe is basically is inserted here to um, for the expel out of the gases. Okay, because of the combustion, or you can say composting, or due to the biodegradation of the waste. Okay, some gases may generate like carbon dioxide, methane, like that. Okay, and these gases are taken out via this vent pipe. You can say vertical pipe. From this vertical pipe, the gases are expel out, and that particular gas can be used for biogas generation. Okay, can be used as a biogas. And this vertical pipe is basically used to uh, collect the leachate. The leachate is what? When a particular water, the liquid form of waste, the liquid form of waste can be taken out by this pipe. One more second, okay? Okay. That liquid waste, which may be generated due to biodegradation of the waste, that particular liquid is also taken out of the system by this vaginal pipe, and it is taken in outside. Okay. Why it is so important? Because even after some years, there is a possibility of this particular waste or liquid waste can penetrate into the ground. Okay, although we have given this liner, okay, that is your impervious layer, there must be some possibility even after some years, like 10, 20, 100 years, like that. So if this particular waste liquid, or in technical term it's called leachate, leachate is come out of the system, and if it reach this water surface, you can see this is the ground surface, sorry, groundwater table. Okay, and when it is reached the groundwater table, it will may pollute the groundwater, and eventually it will also pollute the surface water. Fine. Here, for the inspection of the groundwater, one well is also inserted. Okay, it's like a borehole. You can see this vertical line is actually a borehole up to the groundwater. Okay, up to the ground level, groundwater table level. Okay, and with due time to time, the water quality is checked. Okay, the water is collected from this well, and the water quality is checked whether this water is the quality is water is good or not. Okay, that means actually we want to check whether there is a contact between the leachate with the groundwater or not. To to check this, we have to go for this well construction, or you can say borehole construction nearby the landfill. Fine. Okay. So anyway, a landfill is a engineered pit. Why it's called engineered pit? Because it required design. Okay, a special design. That means design of the total size of the, or you can say volume of the landfill, thickness of the this liner material, and what material you are going to use as an impervious layer. All these things matter. Okay. Okay. And also we need to prevent the rain to enter the landfill. Okay, since it is open to sky, the rain will fall on the ground on the top of the landfill. Then it may penetrate into the waste. Okay, so we need to prevent the rainwater to come inside the landfill. That's why we also go for protecting the landfill even from the top. Okay, fine. So landfill is an engineered pit in which layers of solid waste are filled, compacted, and covered for final disposal. This term is very important, final disposal. Okay, so it is not an intermediate solution, it is the final solution. If particular waste, if particular solid waste has no use, okay, no recycle, it cannot go for recycle, cannot go for reuse, then that particular waste can be disposed in a landfill. So we can say landfill is a final disposal technique. Okay, it is lined at the bottom to prevent groundwater pollution. Lined mean what? This black color boundary. This is called basically the lined layer. It can, you can use geostructure, okay, or geogrid, or clay soil. Compacted clay soil can be used as a liner, which is also known as clay liner. Fine. That means the particular landfill is lined at the bottom to prevent the groundwater pollution. So here we see lined at the bottom, even from the side. Engineered landfill consists of lined bottom, a leachate collection and treatment system. Leachate collection means this is the leachate collection system. The horizontal pipe from at the bottom, the leachate is collected, and is there is a system where we also go for treating the wastewater. Okay, we can also go for treating the wastewater before disposal into the sea. Okay, The engineer landfill, it consists of a line bottom, a leachate collection and treatment system, groundwater monitoring system. You can see this is a groundwater monitoring system. Okay, this is a vertical well is provided here, bore well. From here, a time to time inspection of the groundwater qualities can be done, and also gas is extraction. Okay, gas extraction by this vertical pipe. Okay, a pipe is inserted maybe at the center or a different position from this uh, vent pipe, or you can say from this vertical pipe. Uh, the gases can be expelled out of the system and can be used for biogas. The gas is flowed or used for energy production and a cap system. Okay, so can we go for energy production? Okay, so there is also we can say advantage. It will come under advantage of landfill. We can go for use of the biogas also. We can also go for biogas generation, or you can say energy production by the landfill technique. Okay, this particular landfill is also known as another term of the landfill is sanitary landfill. Okay, and it is a landfill or land disposal site for waste which is designed to protect from environmental pollution and health risks. It is not the same as open dump. So I told you now a particular waste can be disposed above the ground or beneath the ground. If it's disposed above the ground, it is usually known as open dump. Okay, and if it is below the ground, it is also it is known as a landfill. Fine. Landfill landfill are built to concentrate the waste in compacted layers to reduce the volume and monitoring for the control of liquid and gaseous influent in order to protect the environment and human health. That means time to time inspection for the leachate collection and gas collection should be go on simultaneously. We need to go for checking the quality of groundwater via this groundwater monitoring system. Okay. Beside municipal solid waste, fecal waste. Fecal slash means what? The waste coming from the septic tank. Okay, can be also discharged into the landfill. Well constructed and maintained landfill are safer than open dumping site. This term is very important. Well constructed. That means we have to construct the landfill very well. Otherwise, it will again it go in the opposite direction. That means it may have so much disadvantage also. You have to go for well designed landfill. Okay. So well constructed and maintained landfill are safer than open dumping site. Even even the best sanitary landfill will fill up after many years, probably start to leak. So I already told you that even after many years, from the bottom, the leachate try to penetrate into the ground, and it may get a space or a gap through which it can penetrate into the ground surface. Okay, so it's kind of a you can say this is a disadvantage also for landfill. Okay, therefore only waste which cannot be reused further should be disposed of in the landfill. That means that's why I already told you the landfill is known as final disposal technique, because here you can see there is a very other disadvantage of the landfill also. So we also need to minimize the waste even in the landfill. Okay, so before getting the waste into the landfill, try to find out whether the particular waste have some reuse or recycler way. If a particular waste have a reuse or recycling way, go for it. If not, then only if there is no way of the reuse of the or recycling, then that particular waste can be go for landfilling. Okay. Therefore, only waste which cannot be reused further should be disposed of in landfills. Okay. To solve current waste problem, prevention of waste is the first place remain is a priority. Okay, separation of the different types of waste and reuse is much more sustainable. So even the government also recommend each and every household that you should keep your waste um, in a different manner, like biodegradable waste in a different container, okay, or non-biodegradable waste in different container, okay. So this particular separation of the waste is very important, okay, because some waste which are recycling, which have a way of recycling that easily go to recycling process, okay, which does not have any recycling way, then they will go for landfill process. Fine. Okay, some advantages of landfill. Okay, before going to discuss in the landfill advantages, I'll show you one. Let's see. Let's find out some diagram for landfill. Okay, so that you have a clear picture about landfill. So whenever you search landfill, always search engineered landfill. Okay, or you can say engineer means design landfill. Let's find some images. Okay, now here you can see this is a very typical line diagram of landfill. Here you can see this is a landfilling. Okay, from this pipe you can say gas is extraction well. This is a gas extraction well. Even this one also gas extraction well. The vertical pipe. The horizontal pipe is basically for leachate collection. Okay, here is a leachate machine, that is a treatment of leachate. Okay, is done over above the ground. Okay, next here gas monitoring system is also there, because we don't want the gas to penetrate into the ground. Even gas also uh, distort the structural of characteristic of the soil. Okay, then some upgradient groundwater monitoring well in the upgradient and downgradient monitoring. Groundwater monitoring will also be provided if your ground surface is inclined. Okay, so both in both side, uh, surface water control system also be provided here. Even for groundwater monitoring will also be provided here to check time to time, to check the quality of the water time to time. Okay, okay. From this, we can find out whether there is a leakage in the landfill or not. Here you can see the gas management system. Here the gas is transported to this particular gas, uh, gas station, where can be used for energy generation. Okay, so this is a line diagram. So let's find out whether it is any other diagram. Let's see. So this is a diagram which is similar to the diagram that I have given you. Okay, this is just only difference is in color. Okay, here you can see this is a groundwater table below the landfill far distance away. This is a vertical pipe. This is for leachate collection system. Okay, leachate means I already told you now. Whenever the particular waste mixed with the water is formed a liquid waste, it is basically known as leachate. Okay, this is overall. This is called landfill. These are the waste. This black kind of boundary is known as landfill liner. This is a basically compacted matter or compacted soil or geogrid can be used as an impervious layer to prevent the contact between the uh, inside environment with the outside environment. This is the final cover which is provided at the top. This is a vertical pipe which is also for collecting the gases and to go for you can say collecting gases. Yeah, this is a leachate collection system. Can we go for treatment of the gas and a groundwater monitoring system or borehole directly attached to the groundwater. From here, we can go for collecting the groundwater and go for treating the groundwater and to check or monitoring the quality of the groundwater. Okay. Even from the top surface, you can see some greeny grasses are provided here. That means uh, what is another advantage of landfill? Because landfill is done below the ground surface, the top surface can be used for gardening. Okay, this you can see the top surface after the liner, the top surface is provided with the grass. Okay, so this can also go for aesthetic view. It provide good aesthetic view. You can also go for providing a park nearby. And another advantage of providing these layers at the top, it prevent the rainwater to go through the landfill. Okay, and also try to go for providing this slope kind of a slopey top surface. Okay, why? What is the advantage of this slopey surface? Whenever rainwater will, uh, when rain come, the water will drain out from the top. Okay, so like this also we can go for preventing the rainwater to enter the landfill. Clear? So this is a very simple and basic uh, definition, or you can say diagram of landfill. Okay, so let's discuss about some advantages of landfill. The waste products of the landfill can be used as direct fuel for combustion, or indirectly they can be compressed into another fuel. That means the gases, okay, or the waste product. That means the gases can be used for energy production, right? So there are some reuse, can be used the reuse. Okay, the landfill is specific location for waste disposal that can be monitored. Fine. So the monitoring of the landfill can be possible with time to time. Fine. On completion of the landfill, it can be reclaimed and it can be used as a park or farming land. That I already mentioned, right? And even at the top surface, can you can also provide grasses. Okay, and surrounding can be used for park. In properly designed landfill, the waste can be processed and all recycling material can be used before closing. Even I told you the landfill is considered as the last option. So before going for landfill, the particular waste can be try to go for recycling. Organic matter can also be separated from the properly designed landfill, which can be used for compost or production of natural gases. So regarding composting, we have already discussed in the last class. The composting is done for organic matter. So if the particular waste which are come for landfill, so try to separate the organic waste and go for composting. Okay, so doing that we can also reduce the load of the landfill. Okay, the landfill that are properly managed can capture the natural gas or methane that is produced by the underground composting material. So the particular gas can be collected at the top, right, by this vertical pipe. Like carbon dioxide, methane gas can be generated by composting, or you can say by biodegradation. Okay, along with the advantages of landfill, some disadvantages also it has. So let's discuss about some disadvantages of landfill. So landfill that are properly designed or operated share more problems that are faced at uncontrolled dumping areas. Okay, the landfill which are poorly designed. That means if the design is not poor, if the design is not proper, that means if you are providing this liner is not so compacted, if it is not fully impervious, then the leachate can penetrate into the ground and it may pollute the groundwater, even the soil. Okay, so this is the disadvantage. That means we have to go for check the design again and again. Okay, before constructing the landfill. Fine. Okay, so landfill should be properly designed. Then the area surrounding the landfill become heavily polluted. Fine, because all the waste may come nearby the landfill. Okay, so that's why to prevent the uh, or save the environment nearby the landfill, go for proposing a park nearby the landfill so that we can prevent the storage or disposal of waste at the top. Landfill can pollute the air, water, and also soil if it is not designed properly. In a poorly developed landfill or poorly designed landfill, it is difficult to keep the dangerous chemical from leaching out in the surrounding area. Dangerous chemical can seep into the groundwater system. Many insects, are attracted to landfill and can result in dangerous diseases. It can also cause diseases, illness in the community living around the landfill. That means these are advantages may arise only when the landfill is not designed properly. Okay, so design of the landfill is very much important. Fine. Anyway, so this is all about today class. We have discussed our landfill. Okay, and some other discussion also given here. You just go through by yourself, reading by this. So this is a very summary of the landfill that we have discussed today. Okay, fine. So this is all about today class. So next class we're going to discuss about biogas generation. So it will be done in the next week. Fine, clear. So with this, I just want to close my sharing here. And if you have doubt regarding today class, you can also ask me. And if you don't, then I'll just simply take your attendance. Fine. Chalo then. Okay. So I'm just closing my recording here. So I'm going to take your attendance.